Just how accurate is the Titleist website for a Vokey wedge fitting? Let's find out, and let's do it now. Now, even a little bit lower. Ooh! Hi everyone, James Robinson here. Guys, first things first, I'd like to warmly welcome you all back to the channel. I hope you are all well. This is another episode of Short Game Saturdays. And you may notice this is a bit of a different Short Game Saturday. It is the first one where we don't have Chris available. Because Chris is staying home and staying safe, and that's exactly what I'm doing. But, huge but as well, there's a huge giveaway in today's video, guys. We are giving away a full set of Vokey wedges in your specs. There's also a video coming on Chris's channel, which is going to be live exactly the same time, exactly the same day. So make sure you go check out Chris's channel. All you have to do is follow my instructions. So you see guys, on Titleist website, what they do offer is ball fittings and club fittings. Obviously, this isn't an in-depth fitting. This isn't something that you will find if you go and see a Titleist specialist. But to be honest, it's more than anything, it's a little bit of fun. But the guys at Titleist said to me, you will be amazed how accurate it is if you answer the questions correctly. So what we want you to do, guys, we want you to go to the Titleist website. I will put a link below. Answer the question, see what wedges you get fitted for, and then I want you to post your results in the comments. There we will pick at random one comment for each video, and that person will go head to head against the other person. So Chris's winner will go head to head against my winner. Realistically, Chris will go head to head against me, and we will represent both winners in a chipping contest of some kind, either in our own gardens virtually, or if the golf courses open up, hopefully at a golf course. So guys, all you have to do, you have to be subscribed to my channel, have to be subscribed to Chris's channel, like both videos, put your results in both videos, and from there, and to be honest, have a bit of fun with it as well, and maybe see what wedges you come out with, see if they match your wedges as well, because that's always interesting. So really guys, your best chance of winning a full set of Vokey wedges in your specs is to subscribe to my channel, subscribe to Chris's channel, like both videos, and comment in both videos with your specs. If you win both draws, so if you win the draw on my channel, win the draw on Chris's channel, it will just kind of go to you really. So the chipping contest will be a non-starter, but I'd still beat him. I would still beat him. And also guys, if you are in the UK and you can get to a Titleist fitting centre, the guys at Titleist have said if you take your specs down there, they will fit you accordingly to your set of wedges that you will win. So really it is a pretty awesome prize, isn't it? Huge thanks to the guys at Titleist for sorting that out. Let's get back to the video. Before we start, because I'm going to go through this, it's too nice a day outside. I'm looking over there because there's a window over there to explain about my wedge setup in the office. So let's get out to Amen Garden. Let me explain about the wedges that I got fitted for, then we'll come back and see if the online fitting matches. Let's do it. Right guys, so let's talk wedges, and we'll start with the 60-degree wedge. So as you can see, all black finish, all black shafts. I absolutely love the all black finish of these. It's a stealth finish. It looks awesome to me. 60-degree is an 8-degree bounce M grind, and I think for me that just helps me kind of manipulate it a little bit. They do say that M stands for manipulate. Doesn't really, but for me it does, and you can open the face up a little bit, tweak it. So if I want to play some kind of high shots, I can open that up and really kind of release that and get the ball popping up. Whereas if I want to play some square shots as well, I can just kind of hood that a little bit and get it coming out even a little bit lower. Oh, I'll tell you what, that was close, that one. So that's the 60-degree wedge. Moving down, we have the 56-degree wedge. That is an S grind, also 10-degree bounce. Again, these clubs are all black with a black shaft, stealth finish. Absolutely awesome. And you may notice, guys, that I'm kind of rushing this a little bit because it's nowhere near as warm out here as I thought. And I've come out here dressed like we're on the Costa del Sol, and we are not. So that's the 56-degree wedge. That's got to go in. Oh, that's not gone in. And the third wedge I have in the set is the 50-degree, 8-degree bounce F grind. Didn't even have to look at that because I know that's exactly what it is. All I use this club for is full shots. Very rarely do I use it even for pitch shots. So for me, that's just gone way too far. It's nearly in next door's garden. It is just kind of 100, 110, maybe 120 yard club for me. So guys, that is my three wedges, 50, 56 and 60. Bob did recommend that I move the 56 to 55. I haven't done that yet because, well, we're at home and I don't have a bending machine in my office. But what will the website recommend? Guys, let's get back inside because it is freezing out here, and let's do it now. Right guys, that was a little bit of fun. Did we make one? I'm not gonna lie guys, I'm gonna go and tell you about them after I've filmed it. So hopefully we made one. If we didn't make one, we didn't make any either. Drat. And I've got no doubt in my mind that Chris hasn't made one in his video because his golf course in the garden is nowhere near as good as mine.
Hi guys, sorry I can't be there today, but if you want to pop over to my channel, I'm going through my wedge spec. If you want to come over, enter the competition over there, subscribe and like, and I'll hopefully be back with James on a Short Game Saturday soon.
Do you miss me, mate?
No.
Right guys, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to show you the Titleist website that is on my laptop screen, as you can see here. I'm going to go through the wedge fitting. So we know what my specs are. We know that I've got a 50-degree F grind, we've got a 56-degree, you should know this because I've just talked you through them, a 56-degree S grind and a 60-degree M grind, 60-degree with 8-degree bounce, 50 with 8-degree bounce and 56 with 10 degrees of bounce, and they are black finish, which I absolutely love, black shaft, which I think looks absolutely awesome, and obviously a black matching grip. So if I go on the website, obviously it'll tell me all about the wedges. I'm not going to talk through that with you because you can do that at your own leisure, no problem. And we want to go clubs, Vokey design wedges, spin mill day. I should also say as well, guys, speaking of giveaways, tomorrow I make the draw for this on my channel. So if you haven't entered that video is linked down there now. You could be one of the last people to enter, but be one of the winners. You have to like that video, again, be a subscriber, and I think you have to comment. I can't remember, but the video is down there below, so that is well worth entering as well. It's almost like Christmas, isn't it? So, Vokey Design SM8 wedges. Again, not going to talk you through it all. Guys, what's your favourite finish as well? I mean, I'm not going to lie, I think my black finish looks awesome, but I think Chris's chrome finish with the black shaft looks equally as awesome. So, I've got a little bit of wedge envy there, I'm not going to lie. Right, so how do we get onto it? Down, so you scroll down a little bit, find the best wedges for your swing type, style and course conditions. That's a little bit of a leader, I think, as to where the questions will go. I haven't done this yet, so I'm going into it as blinded as you are, really. Right, so first question, handicap and what is your average 18-hole score? So I'm a professional, so I'm going to put in 0. Yeah, we can go with that. Average score. Does it go up to 100? Oh, 107 it goes up to. We'll go, I'd say, I mean, I don't play 18 holes and score often, but I'd say around 75, I think would be fair to say for my average score. Next question. Here's Bob as well. So, guys, if you've not seen where my framed Vokey wedge is up there that was signed by Bob, that was a fantastic day. Absolutely loved it and learnt so much from an absolute legend. Next questions. You can see we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We've got 10 questions. This is an interesting one. What is the loft of your pitching wedge? So I've got a Mizuno MP20 pitching wedge. Not 100% sure what the loft would be. So what I can do is I can go on the Mizuno website, and you guys can do this as well. Obviously, if you don't use Mizuno, you don't have to go on the Mizuno website, but if you use Ping or anything else, you will find the lofts, and it is quite an important one as well. So isn't it funny how each website is totally different? Here we are, specs. So my pitching wedge is 46 degrees of loft, which is exactly what I would have expected it to be. So 46. Next question. What is the highest loft wedge that I would usually play? So I love flopping them up in the air. Chris will absolutely kill me for this, but I would still want a 60 in the bag. I wouldn't go up to 62. I don't know if you saw my video of the kind of really high lofted wedge I put on last week. That didn't work for me. So I'm going to go 60. It'd be interesting to see if you put I don't know in all of these and see what it came out at. What divot most looks like yours when you play a full swing with a wedge? I wouldn't say I'm a sweeper, but I don't think I get real kind of deep in. I think sometimes I could, but it depends on the ground conditions. I'm going to go with medium. I think that's probably a fair answer. I'm going to say that for every single one. Now, this is an interesting one. This is a bit of a matrix on what kind of shots you like to play with each wedge. So for me, 43, 48, pitching wedge. I've got a pitching wedge. I'll stick that at full swing. I don't know if that means Vokey or not. Gap wedge, full swing. I'd never use a gap wedge around the green, really. I'd go to more an 8-iron if it was a bump and run shot, as you've seen from previous Short Game Saturdays videos. Sand wedge, definitely full swing, definitely use it around the greens, definitely open the face up. Greenside bunker, no, I'd keep that for the lob wedge mainly. So lob wedge, I wouldn't go full swing. I'd go around the greens, I'd open the face up, and I'd use it greenside bunker. So you can see how I've totally manipulated that matrix into my short game, my personal preferences. Next question. What is the condition of the fairway on your typical golf course? So Huddersfield Golf Club, Woolley Park Golf Club, they're the courses that I generally play the most. Obviously that depends on time of year, but for me, I'm going to pick these wedges for when I want to be playing my best golf, which is summer. Wouldn't say the firm, wouldn't say the soft, we'll go with neutral. What is the condition of the bunkers? Again, I really don't think, they're probably firmer than they are soft, so I'll go with that. I'm not going to go with neutral for all of them. And then, what is your confidence out of the bunker? I mean, not bad, am I? Guys, what should my confidence be out of the bunker? Hit those comments below if you want to get involved in this video. I'm going to stick that at more. I'm not a highly confident player, but I'm definitely not worried about leaving it in there. It was 8 questions as well, by the way, not 10, so apologies for that. Right, so here are the specs. So we're going to compare these to mine. 46 degree I'm going to ignore because I like having a pitching wedge from a set. 50 degree gap wedge, F grind, bounce 8. That is on the floor. That is exactly the same as my specs there. So it's nailed the 50 degree, which is perfect. 54 degree sand wedge, D grind, bounce 12. So what have we got? We've got a 56 S grind. So what do we say here? The D grind is the newest addition to the Vokey lineup, and it is the player's highest bounce wedge. The high measured bounce wedge is a crescent shape of an M grind and is ideal for players with a steeper angle of attack. I use a 56 degree S grind, so it's not totally got that from where I would want to be from a fitted point of view. The lob wedge, funnily enough, I can see, lob wedge is on the floor. I can see here that the lob wedge is absolutely perfect. So 60 degree lob wedge, 8 degree bounce, M grind. So it's got 2 out of the 3 clubs absolutely nailed on. You have the option to print these. You also have the secondary recommendations. So if I jump down to the secondary, we understand that you may require different loft combinations based on the amount of clubs you are carrying in your bag, blah, 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 blah. That gives me them 50 degree, 56 degree, 60 degree. So I have had to get maybe a secondary recommendation there. One of the big things that I remember Bob telling me, Bob, we're obviously on first name terms, me and Bob. I asked Bob about my wedges. There's a video there as well about me kind of getting Bob Vokey to review my Vokey wedges, which was an awesome experience, by the way. And he said that the 56 that I had, he would probably tweak to 55 so that I had even gaps throughout. So I had a 50, 55 and 60. Titleist fitting website has got me a 50, 54, 60. The secondary recommendation, funnily enough, has kept the 2 clubs at the either end the same, but it's given me a 56 sand wedge. So basically, Bob's words are echoed in this website because you just go 55. And that's exactly what I'm going to do with this 56. I'm going to bend it a little bit so that it does suit kind of that yardage gap kind of thing. Little message from Bob at the end there, committed to the craft. Bob Vokey knows that trust is earned, never given. He and his team grind every day to improve the feel and function of the tools and the craft. With SMA, the standard for wedges is elevated. So a nice little kind of pitch at the end there. Guys, what do we think? I don't think it's done bad. I think the 56 degree with the D grind, that threw me out a little bit. But again, Titleist do recommend that you do go and get fitted as well, or you take these to your Titleist fitter or your Club Pro. That gives them a bit of an idea on what maybe you are needing. Guys, I really hope you've enjoyed that. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you go check out Chris's channel and subscribe. Make sure you check out Chris's video as well. He's going to do the same as me. I'm going to be really interested to see what it comes out with for him. Apart from that, guys, hit those comments below with your recommendations so that you will be put into the draw for a free set of Vokey wedges in your specs. I think I'll beat Chris in the short game challenge. So if you win the draw here, I'm going to say that you win the set of Vokey wedges. Like, I can't guarantee it, but I'll beat Chris. I'll beat Chris. Guys, thanks once again. Hit that subscribe button. And as always, I very much look forward to seeing all your smiling and safe faces tomorrow.
Come over, enter the competition over there, subscribe and like, and I'll hopefully be back with games on a short game Saturday soon.
Do you miss me, mate?
No.
Do you miss me, mate?
No.
Do you miss me, mate?